here in Cebu in the beautiful Plantation Bay Resort, and we're here with Acting General Manager Miss Colleen Barcelona. Hello, and thank you for having us here.
We are super excited because Miss Colleen, this is the first out-of-town trip for the summer for the Daily Dish, and you are our first. So you know we're just so happy to be under the sun with the beach. You know what I mean?
We're so happy. This is basically paradise on earth, and we feel so relaxed.
We're actually flattered that you're here. First time for us.
We're flattered.
We're honored.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you know, I've been going to Cebu, and so has Monique here. We've been going to Cebu for quite some time. But this is our first time to actually go to Plantation Bay.
Finally.
And you know what? What a pleasant surprise, because I didn't know how expansive the property is.
It's huge.
It's humongous.
It's literally a whole country here.
It's a whole island country.
Yeah.
You've got your own zip code. So how big is the property?
We are 11.4 hectares, and of course with still further plans of expanding.
Oh, wow. When is
Yes.
this expansion happening?
Not anytime soon, but it's something that we are also
Okay,
considering.
they're taking over Cebu. Actually, they're gonna have two zip codes.
Yes.
We'll have our own
Yes.
island here.
Wow. And
I love it.
how many rooms do you guys have, and how many people can you guys accommodate?
Well, we have 254 rooms. That includes our suite room. So easily, we could go up to as high as 550 or 600.
But-
Some of the rooms can do triple occupancy.
Yes, but you know what I love about this, Miss Colleen, is that I don't feel like it's that dense. It's, you only have buildings as tall as 2 or 3 floors, and everything's spread out. And that's the way I like it. I feel like I'm in actual holiday resort.
Yeah, and you don't realize how many people are in the resort. Because when you're in your room, it's so quiet, so peaceful. And then you go to the restaurants, like for breakfast buffet.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
where you
like,
see
oh,
everyone.
there's a lot of people. You didn't even realize.
Yes. Talking about breakfast buffet.
We enjoyed our
I
breakfast
arrived
buffet.
quite late because I came from obviously the studio last night. But I was pleasantly surprised to know that there's a 24-hour restaurant on the
Yes.
property.
I love that. That's
I've
my
never seen
favorite
it
thing.
before. I've never
Same.
heard of a 24-hour place, except for Vegas.
Okay. The city that never sleeps.
Yeah, but why have a 24-hour restaurant for people like us?
Yeah, it's important for us. Being a 5-star property, it's essential that when guests would feel the need to have something to munch in the middle of the night, and they can do so with comfort and ease. And at the same time, we cater to different nationalities, and there are a lot of flights to Cebu.
Yes.
Red-eye flight, coming in at midnight, leaving early morning. So it's really important for us
Oh,
to be able to provide them.
Accommodating. I love that. Well, apart from Mount Kilimanjaro, no, not Mount Kilimanjaro, just
Kilimanjaro
Kilimanjaro
Cafe? Yeah.
What are the other offerings of food? You guys have food from every place on earth, I feel like.
Oh, no.
Everywhere.
We'd like to do global, but
Yeah.
we have 4 restaurants. One is, of course, Kilimanjaro Cafe. We'd like to feature Kilimanjaro Cafe as our Filipino restaurant, right? And we also serve vegan dishes in Kilimanjaro Cafe, something you might want to consider.
Yes, I like vegan stuff.
What kind of
Okay.
vegan dishes do you guys have?
Well,
Vegan
there's-
langonisa, vegan tocino.
yeah. And we have the vegan
empanada.
ice cream as
Vegan
well.
ice cream,
We just
oh, that's
launched
cool.
it a few weeks ago. You
Oh, wow.
should try that.
We definitely do it.
It's dark chocolate, just amazing. You won't feel it's vegan. But anyway, to continue, we have the Route 66. It's our all-day diner. So American breakfast that's open for the day until 4 in the afternoon. There's also Fiji restaurant for Pacific Rim cuisine if you'd like a touch of Korean dish or Japanese and some seafood. So Fiji by the beach, facing the beachfront, is a nice place. And finally, of course, Palermo restaurant for tapas and pastas.
Where is the famous Cebu lechon served?
Lechon. Apparently, we do not serve lechon in our resort, but we do have other alternate dish that is still just as good, like our popular crispy pata.
Okay, is it? But
Yes.
but what's Cebu flavors here in Plantation Bay?
Okay. I would say Cebu and probably Filipino flavors.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to aim right now, to make it known to the world, not only to our fellow Cebuanos or Filipinos, but globally, that people visiting us, they would see that, oh, Philippines, they really have good dishes. So we have a special way of making our adobo.
Oh, what's the special way of
You got Monique with adobo.
Adobo, it's at Fiji restaurant. The presentation is just fantastic, and it takes long hours, of course, to simmer. So we just want to do it perfectly. So
Yes.
adobo is one of our star dishes here in the restaurant. Of course, our world's best kare-kare.
I heard about this.
Kara is
So
my
it's not a
favorite.
myth.
It's not.
It's a thing.
We have
It's
to
a
debunk
thing.
that while we're here.
It's
we're
true.
gonna try.
It's
we
Have
gotta.
to eat that for lunch.
Please
We gotta
do.
put it in our system.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're both kare freaks, and
You should, and let me know. I can guarantee you the taste because
really,
yes.
wait, I lost my questions.
She said 100% money back
Yeah.
But you know what, Monique? What I like about this is when Miss Colleen talked about like 4 different restaurants. Sometimes you go to a resort and you're like, yeah, I can stay for 2 nights and 3 days. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
But this place, it's so big. It's 11 plus hectares. You got 4 restaurants. There's so much activities.
Right.
I feel I can stay here for a week and not get bored.
You need at least a week.
Actually, true. We do have guests staying here even as long as 9 nights. Some would stay for 2 weeks, and it's just fantastic. It's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
And they don't even go out.
Yeah.
They just want to stay inside the resort, and they don't want to go out, discover other places.
Actually, that's another thing I love about Plantation Bay. She keeps mentioning, Miss Colleen, you don't have to go out. Everything is here. Like I needed sunscreen, they have it. You need anything, any food, they have it. If you want to go island hopping, they have it.
We
If
arrange
people
it.
also want to do the
Whale Shark Adventure, we can
the
also offer it.
canyoneering.
In Donsol.
In Oslo.
Yeah,
Oslo, brother.
But
Pardon me.
yeah, we can arrange the transportation for you.
So they have everything
You don't
here.
have to lift
don't
a finger.
have to leave the island and lift
Yes.
a finger. But I want to talk about the activities.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to do all the activities. I know Ferdy's excited to do all of
She
them.
does.
With me. What are the activities that we can do here?
Yeah, there's several. We can start first with our water activities. One of our most popular right now is the Weebo. I would describe it like a electronic, it's like a motorized floater, if you put
Wow.
it that way, because we are the first in the Philippines to have that. And you just sit on it. It's like a giant donut, and you sit on it, and you have a remote control, and you can go around the lagoons
Miss Colleen, that is
without lifting a finger.
that
It's
is
just-
my jam. Okay, I am down with not lifting a finger.
That's what
Yeah.
Ferdy's going to do today.
Yes.
Well, that's one, and we're proud of it. We're first in the Philippines to have that.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. There's actually so many things that we do here. That first in Visayas, first in Cebu, first in the Philippines. So, these are interesting things to do. We have our kayak, of course. We have the crystal kayak, the clear kayak. That became a trend in the past. Like
You are the first to?
we are not the first, but one of the probably first few who offered it.
Nice.
We've been offering it for a couple of years now. And the stand-up paddle board. I think with the stand-up paddle board, I would say one of the first few who also offered it.
So I love that you're pioneering a lot of activities here.
Right.
See, the thing is, Monique loves activities.
I do.
I like spas.
Oh,
Tell me about your
pampering. About our spa, so it's also good time that you're here. We are on the process of really transforming our spa into a wellness sanctuary. In the past, we used to offer just the usual massages, facial and body treatments, and eventually we felt that there is really a need for Cebuanos and for Filipinos in general to go into wellness and to be more serious, I think, about wellness and take care of our health. So yeah, we have our wellness protocols in place. So we prioritize, or probably we'd like to master 3 programs. Common problems we have like sleep, weight management, and of course aging, which I think all of us,
And why are you
regardless.
looking at me?
Oh no!
She said sleep, weight management,
All of us.
All of
and
us.
aging.
Yeah, all of us, we will definitely go through those phases, and these are the things that we are focusing right now. So such programs are now in place
Right.
from 8 to 9 days.
Well, Monique has actually gone to the spa before me.
No,
That's
I
why I want to find out from you instead of me, because she's just gonna make me jealous. That's all she's gonna do.
And their spa, you need at least a day. Actually, I
Really?
could live in their spa. It's like we're in
Right.
Japan.
That's
I
why
had a-
people don't leave.
Yeah.
It's a
when you're here,
village
you're
out
stuck
there.
here.
Yes,
Plantation
yes.
Bay.
No, but
in a good way.
happily stuck.
Happily stuck. That's why,
Yeah.
in a good way. I wouldn't mind here. This is literally heaven on earth.
It
And you
is.
know what else is so interesting, Ferds? I heard from Miss Colleen off cam earlier, they drain the lagoons. So the lagoon, this is like almost 12 hectares, right?
Yes.
They drain it at least every 3 weeks.
Right.
But do you know
Insane.
that here in Plantation Bay, they've got one of the largest freshwater lagoons in the country and the largest saltwater lagoon in the Philippines.
Right,
So
it is.
cool.
It's about 2.5 hectares total for
Yeah.
our man-made saltwater lagoon.
Yeah, so every single room, because Monique and I actually we're in a different villa.
We're like, how many miles apart?
Miss Colleen made sure that we're not in the same villa so that she doesn't get phone calls at night, right?
Noise complaint.
Noise complaint. So between our buildings or between our villas, everything's accessible to the lagoon.
It is.
Why is that?
Yeah, it has been conceptualized when the hotel was started by the owners. They are well-traveled people, and one of our main shareholders is Mr. Gonzalez. So he's really keen about getting good view, and wherever he goes, when he travels, there's always something like you have to pay a premium price if you want to have the beachfront or an ocean view. Otherwise, you end up stuck watching your parking
garden.
view or the garden, or sometimes even like back to the building, right? And with this experiences he have had in his travel, he thought like, why not create or design a resort that regardless of your category, you're getting a suite room or a regular room, a deluxe premium room, you will still have an access or a view of the fantastic lagoon in the middle. So if you see when you go around, our buildings are named in alphabetical order, so A to Z going counterclockwise, and all of the buildings like here that you see around you, it's all facing the lagoon.
It's
So that's just important for us. I think people would come here definitely for experience and service, but another thing is when you wake up in the morning and you see this lagoon, I think you'll be speechless.
It's really difficult to concentrate because you see the blue here, and you can hear the birds chirping.
Yes.
It's super relaxing.
It
In
is.
fact, when I arrived, I called Monique and I said, "Sweetie, where are you staying?" And she said, "I'm staying at Xanadu." I'm like, "What?" Why are the buildings named different places in the world?
Yes, those were mostly like very unique places, and we just felt that each building actually the name of each building has a symbol. So, for example, like you asked, there was also like the Mogambo Springs, and then it's named after a movie, and then with that theme in mind, we tried to also conceptualize the building or the location, or perhaps a theme of the spa to match with the name. So these are all really like just probably the most interesting places around the world. So we have the Dune, the Edo, we have the Havana, and the list goes on. It's A to Z. So we know our alphabet, so we have those number of places.
They're
really
jam-packed
fantastic places.
with rooms. And when Ferdy got in, he called me. He loved how big the bathroom was
Oh,
and the
yes.
tub. That
Yes.
tub is so cool. Can you talk about I guess interiors of the room 1st, and then your bathrooms, because they're very unique in a good way. It's when you go there, like the beds with the 4-post, the canopy. It's just I'm in another place. It's
It makes you
beautiful.
feel like you're in a hacienda, right?
That's exactly the point.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
this is Hacienda living.
A hacienda living, because that's our main goal. When we want to transport you to a different world. So when you enter Plantation Bay, where most people would be from big cities around the world, and when you get here, the lush. If you even notice our landscape, it's not really like manicured, like all trimmed on the same size, all cut on the same shape, because we want to make it look natural and lush. So going back to your question about the bathroom, bathroom for us is very important.
You
It has
said
to
it,
be
madam,
spacious.
because wow.
The
It has to be
yeah.
spacious, the vanity counter, the huge mirror, and the tub, we call it a Japanese steeping tub. That's our design. So if you notice,
Okay, that's-
you sit on it, right? You
We were
don't.
wondering.
I asked
This is
Monique,
where-
I was like, it's pretty cool because you're kind of seated.
Yeah.
You're not going to
Yeah.
slip, but I've never seen anything like it.
Same, it's so cool.
And you're both well traveled. I'm pretty sure any tubs around the
We've
world,
never
you
seen
have
Never
the same
seen this.
experience. You have the same experience that you have to hold your feet so you don't slip, right?
Yeah.
Unless, like you're tall enough, but like my size, it's so difficult. I have to hold myself up. With the Japanese steeping tub, you just have to relax. It won't even trigger any back pain or any,
What a
difficulty in
genius
motion.
idea.
And it's unusual. It's actually a conversational piece.
It is.
Conversation piece.
That's how we started chatting about
That's what I
it.
was like, babes, did you see this?
Yeah.
And she was like, during the tour, I was like, wow.
Yes. And it can
So
hold a 6-foot guy, a 6-foot guest.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
We can put that to the test. Maybe
Mm.
you and I we'll try to
I was like, how are you going to put that to the test, Monique? So, Cebu is a major airport hub now. in the Philippines aside from Metro Manila, and there's direct flights from the Middle East that connects to Europe and different parts of the world. Direct flights from China, Japan, Korea, and all that. Has that changed your guest profile?
It actually did, because somehow it made it easier for Europeans to travel and connect to the Philippines with only one stop like Doha or even Istanbul or Qatar. So with these 3 stops and then they go straight to Cebu, that makes traveling even swifter for them. And the easier you travel, the less connection you have, then the easier it is for us to get all these travelers.
That's amazing, so that they can experience Filipino hospitality and Cebuano hospitality.
Yeah, and I love the Cebuano hospitality. Every staff that we've, I guess, seen here in the resort, they're so nice. They're always smiling. And I love how you guys are providing jobs for the local Cebuanos.
Yes, we do. In fact, most of our employees here are from the province, but we do focus also not only in Cebu province, but even outside. So we'd go far as Leyte, for example, even Bohol.
That's not very far. It's just across the pond.
Well, but it's
Somehow, yeah, but not really like within the island. And we also get people from Negros. And we do have some Tagalogs as well.
Well, anyway, you know what else is so unique about Plantation Bay, Ferdy? Growing up in the U.S., it's so common for us to do a tipping policy.
Right, right.
We
Oh,
always tip. But here, you guys have a no tipping policy. Let's
Right.
expound more on that.
Yes, we decide since the day we started, the no tipping policy has already been in place because there are several factors to consider. Again, going back to our owner and the rest of the owners who are well traveled, when you go around, when you travel in a different country and you just arrive, you check in early morning or in the afternoon and you haven't changed your bill yet to their own currency, and that makes you somehow panic, like, if I give $1 or $2, is this good enough? Right? And you don't want to look madamot in front of the guests, so we want to relieve our guests from that kind of anxiety. Our goal here is just be relaxed and not think of anything. So not having to tip our staff is really very important. It frees our guests from trouble or anxiety or having to do something really fast and go get some bill, give it to them, give it to the bellhop. We don't want to do that. And of course, another reason is there won't be any discrimination of service. Pretty much you've also experienced, like well-traveled people yourself, like if your nationality is known to be a huge tipper, staff would go to you and they would serve you first because they know that, that guy is going to tip me, he looks rich, he's going to tip me. Other than that, probably other nationalities might be taken for granted.
Right. I'm not going to tip you, but can you pass me my little cocktail?
Oh, sure.
Any. But I'm not going to tip you. That's why I can ask you.
These are the reasons why we don't want any discrimination from the guests and even also from the employees, like fighting over a tip.
That's really thoughtful. And everybody seems super happy and genuine. And you walk around and then they always say hello.
Yeah, they all greet you.
They're always smiling, right?
Yes.
But tell us about other unique aspects of Plantation Bay.
Especially your 5 pillars of luxury. Let's expound more on that.
All right. So probably right now, the luxury now is not flexing, but it's really more on peace and quiet.
That's
Right.
luxury.
Peace and quiet and time.
That is luxury.
That's absolute luxury.
Good sleep. I think it's luxury, right? So going back to peace and quiet, we really campaign for our resort to have to give our guests a more serene and tranquil experience. If you go around restaurants, I think you've seen those that we discourage the use of audible devices in our restaurants.
Love that.
Yes, even on the beaches,
Yes.
actually, there's signs everywhere.
Yes, there are signs, like especially in the restaurants. We'd love to have our diners just focus on each other, focus on having dinner and not being too busy with their phones. So when you discourage them from bringing their audible devices, then as a result, people also tend to focus more on what they're doing, like conversation, engage with each other. It's a family time, it's a bonding time. And that for us is very important. We don't just want to make the business, but we want to make the experience to our guests. And that is really important, so tranquil. And in fact, we do have limitations here, like we are particular with noise. Okay, so we really make sure that, even other guests as well, we want them to respect each other.
Right.
And not to cause disturbance to other
So
guests.
this is all, it's all mindful. Every single action here and every single existence of either the guests or the staff is a mindful thing.
Yes.
I just want to ask, you got such a beautiful property here. Other developers would have put up a high-rise building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why didn't you go for a high-rise?
It's mainly, again, going back to the experience. You feel more relaxed when you just see sprawling buildings, 2 to 3 levels. The highest we have here is only 3 floors. And it's only one building with a 3rd floor room, or 2 buildings rather. But the rest of it are more for like roof deck, for function venue.
Would that be Valhalla, 3 floors?
Yes,
Yeah.
Valhalla. And then the top floor is actually an air-conditioned function venue.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the one that's
Yeah,
behind
right
you,
here.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
behind us.
So we really want to focus on that. It's important. Like, you know, it's when you're on your room by the balcony, you can watch your children swimming, and that's very important. We don't want high-rise buildings.
So, Ms. Colleen, can you tell us, lastly, why would somebody go to Plantation Bay?
If you want something really special, unforgettable, and memorable to people you want to bring in the resort, it has to be Plantation Bay. We focus more on experience and bringing good memories.
And we 100% agree. We just got here and we are so stoked to try all the activities and food.
I just got here literally 12 hours ago, and I am
Amazing.
like energized. Perhaps
Super.
we should tell Ms. Colleen to invite.
Please invite our viewers to come and hang out with all of us over
Yes.
here.
Yes, of course. We'd like to invite you. Visit Plantation Bay. Check our website. It's plantationbay.com.
And you advise to book directly on your website?
Yes, it's best to do your direct bookings. We also have some perks if you book directly with us.
And they have to book early because it's always full.
It's always
Yes,
full.
most of the time booked to capacity, but yeah,
Look at that smile. She's like, yes, we're always full.
yeah,
Don't worry.
it's summertime, so people are getting busy
Yeah.
now
We'll be
with
bringing our friends and
plans.
family
1,000%.
Thank you,
Yes.
Miss Colleen.
It's a pleasure.
We're
Thank
excited
you.
to
No,
go
it's
ahead.
our pleasure. Now, we're gonna go check out the other parts of the resort without you.
Oh,
Okay?
sure.
Because-
You have time to enjoy.
so that you can also rest.
Oh no, it's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you
That
very
was
much.
Miss Colleen,
Thank you.
the general manager of Plantation Bay, telling us all about this.
Yeah, now we're gonna go get our tan on and our activities on, and maybe a spa trip for you as well.
Of course, Monique and I couldn't leave without trying the restaurants here, because at Plantation Bay Resort and Spa, every meal truly feels like a journey. From global flavors to comforting classics, their dining options cater to every craving and every kind of mood. We started our mornings at Kilimanjaro Cafe, where world-class buffet breakfast awaits, from freshly baked pastries to international favorites and classic Filipino dishes. It's that kind of breakfast that makes you want to slow down and really savor the day. Come evening, we dressed up a little and headed to Palermo, their authentic Spanish cuisine. Rich flavors and intimate ambiance made it feel like a mini European escape, perfect for date nights or special celebrations. For those days when you're craving something familiar and comforting, Route 66 Diner hits the spot. Think retro vibes, classic American favorites, and all-day breakfast that feels both fun and satisfying. And if you're a seafood lover like us, Fiji Restaurant is a must. Fresh seafood paired with Japanese-inspired dishes. Light, flavorful, and perfect for relaxed island dining. Beyond the food, Plantation Bay is also about experiences. Those little moments you end up talking about long after the trip is over. Monique and I tried their very own Weebo. And a fun fact, they're the first resort in the Philippines to offer this activity. course, we also couldn't miss kayaking around the lagoon, which was such a refreshing way to explore the resort.
If you're not ready yet, still looking at the target or firing the target, keep it outside. Okay? And the extra safe right after the shot. Boom.
And to cap it off, from the excitement of firing guns at the gun
Take
range,
this one out. Ready? So focus on the front side. Make sure it's on top of the front side. Ready? Yeah. Shoot when ready.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ready? Okay. Shoot when ready. And
how to do the target, and fortunately I got a 10er, and he said this is a 9 but this is considered a 10 because it's on the line. This is my first one. Activities like scenic bike rides around the resort, it's an experience families can enjoy together. From indulgent dining to fun-filled activities, our stay here at Plantation Bay Resort and Spa has truly been one for the books.